Hi friends, welcome back to Midlife Clarity. Today I'm going to talk about something very simple and often overlooked. And for that, you just have to do nothing. Okay, so I don't mean meditation. I'm not talking about any breathing exercises. I'm not talking about getting any mental clarity. I literally mean allowing yourself to be idle, sitting, lying down, maybe just staring out of your window, without any phone, without music, without trying to be productive, just being. The Dutch even had a word for it, and it's called Niksen, which literally translates to doing nothing. You may be surprised to know how productive it can be in modern world. So why doing nothing even matters? From an evolutionary perspective, human always had idle time. Think of our ancestors. After hunting or gathering, they weren't constantly stimulated by, let's say, your app notification or screen time or any background noise. Those idle moments gave brain the necessary time to process emotions, make sense of their experiences, and rewire and connect dot creatively. In fact, a lot of emotional healing and problem solving happens on those idle hours or those empty spaces that you get. Our minds are built to wander, to reflect, to ruminate, and that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes that overdrive of thoughts is exactly what helps us see patterns, gain clarity, or let hidden feelings rise to surface. But here's the problem. In modern world, we have eliminated that idle time. The second we feel gap, we reach to our phones. We scroll, we watch, we listen, we consume. Every pocket of those silences filled. And what happens? We don't give ourselves time to emotionally process any feelings. We lose clarity because our mind never gets a chance to catch up with our emotions. We keep numbing boredom with stimulation, and that boredom, ironically, was meant to bring you back to yourself. Boredom isn't something that you want to escape. In fact, it can be a spark to creativity. History is full of such examples where idle time has led to some amazing breakthroughs. Newton was sitting in his mother's garden in a period of forced idleness after his university, Cambridge, was closed due to an ongoing plague at that time. And we all know the story of apple falling happened during those moments. And that led to the discovery of gravity. Even Einstein has mentioned that he got his best ideas while daydreaming, not while sitting at his desk or working. His famous thought experiment, like imagining himself riding on a beam of light, came from idle wandering moments. Boredom opens up space. When your brain isn't occupied with constant stimulation, it starts making unexpected connection, and that unexpected connection is where new ideas come from. So, how can you start? It's simple. The next time you find yourself waiting on a queue, or maybe stuck on a traffic jam, or just in your bed, resist the urge to grab your phone. Just sit, stare out of a window, let your thoughts run wild, let you daydream. You don't have to judge it, you don't have to label it as you're wasting your time. You have to trust that your brain is doing very necessary and important background processing. In fact, I have talked very deeply about the urge and the craving and in another video which I would link in the description down below. So overall, this isn't meditation, it isn't discipline. It's simply a permission for you to do nothing. Doing nothing may sound as something very small, but it's one of the most natural and necessary human experiences. In these idle moments is where our brain gets clarity and our creativity grows. So I challenge you this week. Give yourself 10 minutes to do nothing. No phone, no music, no TV, just you and your thoughts. And you will be surprised at what comes up. So until next time, take care of yourself and remember sometimes the most productive thing that you can do is simply nothing.